I couldn't even, words could not even leave my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And I just want to say, starting off this video, it is currently raining, thundering, storming where I'm at right now. So if you hear the rain, I'm sorry about that. That's why we got my hefty rain jacket on. But that's not the point. Today, we are here. We are finally here. I know it's been a while. I really didn't want to make this video because I think this set is a little bit of a disappointment. But it's not as bad. I know this review is a little bit late. But guys, that's what I'm here for. Again, welcome to an honest buyer's review, where me, an honest buyer, gives you a review. And I just want to say, this one is take it or leave it, really. But like I said, this review is definitely way late. This set came out a few months ago. So I'm going to go through this review as quickly as possible. But guys, this is the LEGO Star Wars U-Wing. This is, of course, the set release following the finale of Andor Season 2. If you didn't go see that, please do. That is probably one of the greatest pieces of Star Wars cinema, or TV shows, whatever you want to say. And the U-Wing is featured in it just a little bit, not too much, but it is definitely featured in the show. I would definitely advise you to go and see Andor Season 2 if you haven't. Again, this is a late review. I want to get through this as quick as possible. I don't want to waste too much time. But as an honest buyer's review, I need to let the people know. Is it worth it, or is it worth waiting for to purchase this on sale? But anyways, this is set 75399. It comes with 594 pieces and 4 exclusive, very exclusive minifigures. I mean, we've got a new, well, I say kind of new K2SO, a new Andor, a new ISB tactical agent. First time we're getting that, and first time we've seen it too. It's a newer thing, as seen in Andor Season 2, and this is ISB agent Dedra. I think it's Dedra, yeah. Yeah, Dedra Nero. She's the little chick right here. And then you have the actual U-Wing Starfighter right here. It's looking good. It's looking sleek. Again, this is a downsized scale version of the previous one we've received back in, what, 2016 or whatever it was. Here it is in all its glory. It doesn't look too bad. I think this is a nice display ship. But compared to what we have received and the amount of deconstructing LEGO has done when it comes to descaling this model, I don't think they did very well, but obviously we're gonna go into that. And then right out of the park, this is a $70 set. This one is just not worth $70. I would say it's more of like a $65, $60 range. I would definitely wait for this one on sale, ladies and gentlemen. But as of right now, I would say if you have the money, go and buy it. It's a new U-Wing. There's only 2. The minifigures are nice. Go and spend that $70 on this U-Wing. If you don't have the money, if you're on a budget, honestly don't. I would wait for this set to be on sale. You know, I would definitely have a little bit more patience with this. I would kind of put your attention towards the new UCS sets that are coming out, like your boy over here. Spend your attention and money on stuff like that. Not things like this, but if you're looking for the minifigs, this is your go-to set, honestly. And just for reference, comparing this set with the previous, please ignore the sun bleaching on this U-Wing. But yeah, we can kind of see the difference here, and I definitely will show more of the difference in the video going forward. But you can tell there is definitely a size difference with the 2025 version and the 2016. Is it a 2016 or 2018? I keep forgetting, and I'm gonna get yelled at for not knowing this. But anyways, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you clicked on this video, thank you very much for watching. But thank you to all the viewers who have come back and shown love to the channel. We're gonna get into a deep dive review. This one's gonna be pretty quick, so you know, don't expect me to go over it too much. We're gonna go over the minifigures real fast and what I do and don't like about the design and the details of the ship. If you watched this video, thank you very much, and we will see you guys on the next one. And remember, the Force will be with you always. Alright, to kick this off, pretty nice box art. You can definitely see a lot of action going on. It definitely looks like we've got Yavin 4 in the background, a little explosion, and then the U-Wing flying off through the atmosphere with Andor in the cockpit. It's looking clean, picture going on to signify that this is an Andor set. Overall, pretty cool box art, definitely nice to see compared to the other box arts as of recent.
And then the back is just showcasing the U-Wing landed with Andor and K2SO fighting Dedra and the ISB agent. But yeah, overall, pretty nice box art. And then the instructions are the typical plain Jane, you know, newer render for the LEGO Star Wars instructions. Pretty simple, nothing cool. Doesn't showcase any of the new sets on the back like they used to, but yeah, not much to say here. Pretty simple instructions overall. All right, taking a look at the ship. Pretty good on the detail with the stickers. There's not too many stickers. They didn't go crazy on the engines with the stickers. It's just the front wings, and then I think it's like 1 or 2 on the actual front next to the stud shooters. But yeah, as you can see, this ship model was definitely downscaled. There's a new cockpit piece which looks pretty clean. The printing is almost the same color as the white as the bricks, but obviously LEGO Star Wars is having a lot of issues with matching those prints with the actual bricks. So for 60 bucks, I guess it's fine. But yeah, you can definitely see how this model was pretty downscaled. The engines look a little weird, taking a look towards the back. They kind of just stick out in an awkward angle, but they're not too bad. And then you have this little tiny panel, which goes nowhere, just like the original 2016 or 2018 set. It's just a little bit smaller because obviously it's downscaled now, so it kind of just looks goofy in my opinion. And then towards the bottom, we have the 2 doors that actually in the show, in the original set, slide open, but these 2 are actually just on ball joint points, so they kind of just pull down. And you can only fit like 1 or 2 people. If you remove that little cargo crate in the middle, you can only fit so many things in the middle because it's literally a 2x2 Lego piece. I mean, this thing is thin. It is insane how much they downscaled it compared to the original U-Wing. Take a look at that. Look how narrow your space is, and then you have your front little glass piece, which you can't really see much looking into there. It's not as accurate as it is to the original set in the movie and TV show, obviously, but they definitely tried. Overall, I do like the sleekness of the design. The older U-Wing definitely was way more boxier. This one has that sleek design that the U-Wing actually does have in the movies and TV show. The cockpit was definitely downscaled. You can only fit 1 minifigure just like the original U-Wing, but this time they have to literally be laying down piece. And then the control piece inside the cockpit is pretty nice. There's a few brown pieces in there to signify a chair, but like I said, you have to really lay your minifigure down. But overall, I think it looks kind of nice. I feel like on display, it doesn't look too bad. You have to ignore the fact that the person in the cockpit, your minifigure in the cockpit, is literally having a nap. And then I should also mention there is a little push mechanism towards the back of the cockpit if you need help opening the cockpit. But I mean, I don't have any issue with just pulling on the glass piece to open it. But yes, there is a little mechanism to push open the glass piece if needed. And then the wings unfold like usual, using ballpoint pieces to connect into other joints in the back towards the engines there. The wings in outer position look pretty nice. It shows the overall sleekness and angular shape that the ship definitely has, and I think they did a pretty good job with this one. And then the guns on the front are pretty typical black Technic pieces. They look relatively nice. And then the 2 stud shooters in the middle, which can't stand those things. They make all the Lego sets look ugly, but I can understand that this is an 8+ set. This is considered a play set, so gotta have something for the kids. But like I said, a pretty overall sleek design. It's just a little disappointing with the doors and the downscaled look to it. The engines are a little goofy, but honestly, it's not a bad design. I think for $60, it's not too bad. I think the real kicker with this set is the minifigures, just because they're all completely unique. Definitely a giant difference in size, but I think the previous U-Wing was just so boxy and bulky looking. This one really just takes it out of the park with a new, sleeker design that really resembles what we see in the TV show and movies. All right, moving on to the minifigures. The first one, we've got Mr. Andor, ya boy, looking real sleek. He's wearing a new outfit. He's wearing a new outfit from the Andor Season 2 TV show, and the printing on him looks amazing. He's got his typical face. I think this is the same face print that we've seen before with Andor, I think back in like 2021. So nothing's really changed here. He's got the same typical short hair, brown Lego piece here. And his arms are an interesting texture, like color. It's kind of like almost like a silvery gray, but it does match with his texture. And he does come with his typical signature Andor blaster. And his face will be double-sided, with one being a regular like kind of look, and then another is a smirk. Overall, pretty solid minifigure. All right, up next is the ISB Tactical Agent. Now, this is my favorite part of this set because he looks amazing, and I'm glad that LEGO Star Wars is finally making new Imperial agents, especially ISB agents. I think the ISB core is extremely cool, and I like to see that LEGO went ahead and went for it and made a minifigure based on what we saw in Andor Season 2. He comes with a typical blaster and a little black Imperial hat there, and the armor just looks amazing overall. He does have a one-sided face. He has like a typical stormtrooper face, and he does come with a cool little riot shield, as we see in the show. All right, up next is Dedra, and I want to say they went all out with the printing on this character. I do want to say her legs are a little bit misprinted with the color compared to her torso, but overall, honestly, it's easily ignored. And she does come with a extremely new hat hair mold piece, which looks amazing. It's a cool little blonde hair, like ponytail, and it just looks really good, and it's nice to see LEGO finally making hat hair molds. Well, they have made some before, but not really for LEGO Star Wars. And check out that gun holster. That just looks really clean, honestly. And her face is double-sided, one with just a regular, normal looking face, and then another is kind of more agitated, angry face. All right, up next is your boy, K2SO. He's a typical, same mold that we've seen back in the Rogue One sets. I think that Imperial print on his arms is new. Someone could leave that in the comment if I'm wrong or not. I think the head mold is amazing. LEGO goes kind of crazy with that one. It looks really good. And his eyes are still the terrifying, soulless white. But that's kind of how he looks like in the show. If you know, you know. But yeah, guys, a really solid collection of minifigures. I think that's what really holds up this set. If you're not too impressed with the design of the ship, these minifigures are a go-to. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm sorry this review came out so late, but this is the Rebel U-Wing Starfighter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it worth it? Is it worth the $60? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rating. To be honest, this one is definitely gonna be a 7 out of 10. It's not that bad, but it's definitely above average. It's not that great, but I feel like from this going forward, they could definitely improve the next U-Wing or a UCS U-Wing. But with the minifigures and that sleek, kind of good display look for that ship model, I think it's not half bad. So $60 is worth it. The honest reviewer in me wants to tell you that you should probably wait for this set on sale, and I'm gonna stick to that. So if you don't have the money right now, I would definitely wait to buy this one later. But in regards to collecting minifigures, this set is a must. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments down below. If you watched this video, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.